Hey guys, how are you? Going to do a live reading here today, so just wanted to pop in here real quick, waiting for people to come in. We're gonna do the live video reading. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey Tina. Thank you for joining. Hope you guys are doing okay. So I had to play some music in the background because I live on the second floor and like the wind is howling. And it's kind of creepy, so I decided to put some background music to hopefully tune it out. Let's see who else joins us here, but let's just start off the reading, see what Spirit wants us to know for the collective, what's going on with the Divine Masculine. Let's just see. We're going to use some messages of love, see what's going on. Ooh, and of course I always drop the card. Okay, we have Mastery. Sorry if this is backwards, but it says here, you've learned a spiritual lesson. Okay, so a lot of times we do learn a spiritual lesson when we meet our counterpart, right? And at the same time, it's like you're learning to master things that you didn't know that you needed to work on before. And this actually led you to your healing. It says here, old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. So yeah, I feel like this connection with your person taught you to heal old wounds that maybe you didn't look at before. And I'm getting here that this is what the masculine's going through. Like he's actually introspecting, he's going within, and maybe he ran away from those lessons before, but now I get here that he's starting to realize he needs to stop that pattern. Look at that. So that he can have marriage. This relationship is moving toward a sacred union, okay? Yeah. Because this is a fated connection. Look at this. This is a destined partnership, okay? So I definitely get that, you know, because a lot of times we don't make changes until we absolutely figure out that we need to do something in order to move to the next level. So I feel like this is what's going on. Like he's finally realizing that he has to change this old ways of being if he wants his life to be different. So let's see what he wants to say. 2 cards popped out. Oh my God, we have inner wounds and only you. I am working on myself. I am trying my best. That's what he's saying right here. Okay. And we have only you. It says here, you are the only one I really want. You're the one that broke the mold. Okay. Exactly. This is what I just finished saying, that he realizes that you're the one that made him want to finally break the mold and change, right? It's like we don't usually change our life until sorry, I forgot to put this on silent again. Let me do it on my Apple Watch. Okay, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it's like you don't make the changes that you need to until you finally realize, I gotta change if I want to move to the next level to be with this person. You know what's interesting? I've been watching near-death experiences on YouTube, and this lady was talking about when she was a teenager, you know, once you go through that experience, you're more connected to the spiritual realm, and you end up hearing angels, you know, angelic voices talking to you when it's necessary, right? Like or it could be your higher self. But one day she was at school, and this is when she was like a teenager, and she basically saw her person that she was going to marry, but she didn't know at the time, but she heard a voice that said, he's a good person and you know, I guess because she was usually attracted to the bad kind of guy, you know, like a toxic person. And the angel told her, like, in her ear, she could hear it, and it basically told her, this is what a good man looks like, and you need to become a better person so that you can be like him. So she knew to kind of like stay, you know, away from him for the meantime until she could level up, right? So I feel like in the same way, I feel like your person is realizing that they need to level up if they want to be able to meet you where you're at, because they know that you're a good person, that they need to heal and like finally examine and like heal those wounds so that they can finally level up, right? And be at your level so that they can feel like they're your equal. And look at this hesitation. I think of reaching out to you, but then I stop myself. I don't know if the timing is right. And I literally just finished saying that, okay, that this person feels like it's not the right time yet because they're still trying to work on healing themselves so that they could be your equal match, right? That's what I'm getting here. Wow. Let's see what else comes out. Welcome. Ones that just joined us, I'm just doing a reading for the masculine to see where he's at this weekend. Okay, look at that. We have the Strength card, Leo. He could be a Leo, but he could have Leo in his chart, but this is actually ruled by the sun, and the sun's about taking action, right? So I feel like he's hesitant to take action because he's trying to gain the strength that he needs to finally face his inner wounds, make some changes so that he can be at your level, right? Yeah, so this is an obstacle for him. Look at the bottom, we have obstacle, mountain, problem, solitude, distant, pride, block, cold, barrier, indifferent. So it's like he knows that he has to be strong and not weak in order to communicate with you. Like it's going to take a lot of strength to finally face himself, right? That's what I'm getting here. Because, you know, before he could just keep it pushing and keep doing the same thing he was doing before. Wow. We have the King of Swords and then the trophy here. So in order to have success and victory, he knows that he needs to be established, have ambition, you know, do something that's going to impact him in the long term. It says here sexuality, you know, could have to do with healing something in his sexuality, feeling mature. It says mature, experience, development. So that way he can get to this level to feel like he's victorious, right? Like he masters something. And we started off the reading with mastery. You learn your spiritual lesson. But look at that, it takes time. We saw the time earlier, and here it is again. It's like it's going to take time, but it's worth waiting for, right? It's worth waiting for your person. This is going to stand the test of time, and eventually they're going to be ready to level up. Okay. Let's see what else is going on with him. Look at that. Woman holding a heart, number 44. Okay, so he knows that you hold his heart, and he's hoping that you're still gonna wait for him. And there's a butterfly on her forehead, you know what I mean? So it's like he knows that he needs to transform if he wants to be your equal, you know what I mean? Look at that. Goddess of the moon. This is about facing your emotions, your fears. And this is like that moon energy. We just had a new moon, so it's like right now the moon is in Aquarius, so it's about being balanced in your thoughts. Let's see what else. Look at that. The garden and the gate came out in reverse. So this is about finally getting out of your comfort zone, right? It's like, this is a good sign. Yeah, like finally getting out of your comfort zone, opening that gate and venturing out, right? Being open-minded if this person was closed-minded. Yeah, look at that. Bottom of the deck, we have the yin-yang energy. So being both dark and light and equal balance, and just really being centered. That's what I'm getting here. Both masculine and feminine energy. One more, Spirit. The sun's like in my face. Oh my gosh. Look at that man holding a heart in reverse. Because he's still in baby steps of, you know, making that progress to finally meet you where you're at. So he's not ready quite yet, but he's getting there. Okay. Look at that. Bottom of the deck is financial constraints in reverse. So I feel like he's working on his abundance, right? So it's a good thing that it's in reverse, because that means he's not struggling financially. Okay. Yeah, it's called the Energy Love Oracle. I don't know where I put it. I have the guidebook here somewhere and I just don't know where I put it. Okay, one last card out of this deck. Okay. The Thinking Woman in reverse. So this is somebody that does not think, right? That they just act. And if it was upright, you know, you see the butterflies, it's like this person's finally transforming. And so it's like he's still thinking a lot. He's very much in his head. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of green here. So it's like he's overthinking his emotions is what I'm getting here. Not trusting his feminine energy of what he's feeling. And then at the bottom we have envy in reverse. So this is like he's trying to get out of that fear energy, okay, where you're not feeling like you're lacking anything, that you're letting go of that energy. So that's good. He could have like abandonment issues. Look at that, bottom of the deck of this one is settling. Yeah, so I feel like your person's used to settling because they are afraid of losing, right? So that's why they end up settling for what they think that they deserve. And then when you came along, it's like you broke the mold, you know what I mean? Hey, Shelly. Thanks for joining. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Look at that. He's in this forgiveness energy. I feel like not only is he wanting forgiveness, but he's wanting to forgive people that have hurt him. You know what I mean? Like to people that have put him where he ended up not taking action because of past actions. It's like he's trying to forgive the past so that he can be able to let it go and move forward. I feel like also he's wanting to take action towards you and ask for your forgiveness. Yeah, look at that. Received. It's like I feel like he's received a message that you forgive him, or maybe he got a dream or something that let him know that you forgive him and he needs to just let go of this fear at the bottom. Okay. Oh wow. And look at that, I literally was talking about abandonment and here it is. I mean, the cards don't lie. I just kind of picked up on that energy and here it is. So he's been numbing this abandonment issue that's been creeping up from the past. I'll share something with you guys. Like my masculine, I know he had abandonment issues, and one time I was over at his place and like I don't know, I was just there and he was like, can you take off your shoes please? And I was just like, what, why? And he was just like, I just feel like it just makes me feel better if you just take them off, so I know that you're not gonna leave. Okay, like I never experienced that before or heard of anything like that, but I thought it was, even though it was like sad, I thought it was cute, and I was just like, oh my god, he's afraid of losing me. And I wanted, I think I even told him, like, I can still run out the door without my shoes, like, just to mess with him, you know? But it's like they've been suppressing that emotion for so long that when you came along, it's like it all came up to the surface, right? Like we saw the moon card earlier, the goddess of the moon. And look at that, now we have the moon here again with butterflies. But I feel like he's finally transitioning out of that metamorphosis. You know, I feel like he's finally letting go of that fear. Just like we saw the envy card in reverse. Look at that. Then we have fifth dimension. So he could be receiving some information from his higher self, or he could also be connecting with you in the 5D. But that's usually where he feels safe to be able to talk to you, where he feels like he can be free and like not be his regular self, right? That he can transform, almost like shapeshift. I look at that. Bottom of the deck we have summer. And so summer, this is usually the happiness, you know, that you feel when the sun is out, right? Like when you have this relaxing feeling, right? Like you're at the beach. So I feel like that's where he feels like it's a safe space to be able to talk to you in the 5D. Let's just pull some emotions, see what's going on with his emotions. How is the masculine feeling, you guys? He's longing for you. He misses you. Yearning, wistful, homesick. I don't know about you, but I could even tell the way he would look at me, my person. I could see the longing in his eyes, and I was just like, I loved it, but then I hated it. I was just like, stop it. I was like, stop looking at me like that. Because, you know, it's like a discouraging feeling, right? Well, you know that it's not time yet because they're still working on themselves. You're working on yourself. And this person, I feel like they feel discouraged because maybe they don't have the right things to say, right? They just feel like they fell off the bike and they're trying to get back up and get back on that bike again, you know, but they're scared to get hurt again. You know, it's kind of like when you fall off a bike, you're like, I don't know if I want to ride that bike again, or if you fall off a horse, kind of a thing. And they say usually to get over that fear, you have to get back on the horse again, even if it's the same horse. So I feel like he's trying to overcome his fear. Yeah, look at that. He's disappointed that he let you go, and he feels like he's trapped now. He feels like he's trapped in this prison of his own mind, of his own making, because of what he's feeling, and he feels defeated. He feels like he let you down. So it's almost like I messed up so much that I don't know how to turn the situation around, right? So he's hoping that you have compassion on him. It says here, empathetic, caring, sympathetic. This is like the wounded bird, the wounded warrior. So, you know, we start off the reading with inner wounds, right? That he's working on he's trying to do his best, right? To heal his inner wounds. And that's just what I'm getting here. Like he's trying to make progress to finally heal that wound and not try to reopen wounds and, you know, heal it for good, right? Not putting a band-aid on it. Look at that. The horse. And I was literally talking about the horse. It's like he's learning to finally break free, opening up his third eye and getting back on the horse. right? Wow. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have oyster. So this is like finding that pearl that's hidden, right? Finding the treasure, you know, that's been hidden, that you didn't know was there. It's like a lot of times we may shy away from healing and pain, but the healing is how you overcome the pain, is by feeling it, right? Look at that. Then we have Knight of Swords. By the way, this is going to be the sexual magic tarot deck, so if you're offended by sexual images, then definitely click off. But this is what he would like to do more than anything, is have you submit to him and get on all fours. This is a very sexy card. I don't know if you guys like guys with long hair. Maybe your person has long hair. I don't know. But look at that. Then we have the Ten of Swords at the bottom. So he knows that he pretty much hurt you, right? Like that picture, he's like whipping her, right? And he knows that he hurt you in this process of, you know, whatever it is that he did when he was unawakened. What else, Spirit? Oh, these came out together. The Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands. I feel like your person, this is the second card we've seen that he's been thinking about coming forward. We just saw the Knight of Swords. Now we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. And the Six of Wands is like, he doesn't want anybody else to have you, right? He doesn't want anybody else to touch you. It's like he wants you to be waiting for him when he's finally getting back on that horse. This is probably his wild imagination. Like he just pictures you just like unaware that he's coming. Like he just pictures that. He just wants to surprise you. But yeah, he doesn't want anybody else to have you. He's very possessive of you. And you may not know this because he's good at hiding it, right? Look at that, the Eight of Swords. There's a devil in the background. If you really look closely, the guy's like gripping onto this couch here. He's like trying to restrain himself. He could be thinking about you a lot, is what I'm getting. And he's just like, he's like trying to hold back, right? He's like, I want to come forward. I want to go talk to her. I want to, you know, have her, I want to feel her all over me, but I'm holding back. Look at that. Then we have the Nine of Cups. This is about a wish fulfillment, right? Coming forward. He's like wanting to convince her because he's like holding on to her. Like, look at me. I want to be back in your world. Okay. This is his wish. Okay. And look at that. At the bottom of the deck, we have the the Page of Cups. He's trying to find the right words. Okay. So if he is not reaching out, it's because he's overthinking of what he wants to say. It's, you know, like we're our own worst critic, right? And that's what he's doing. Then we have the King of Pentacles. It's like he would like to be this person that just doesn't care and reveals himself to you, but he's not quite there yet. It's like a wish at this point, right? Yeah, look at that. He doesn't want anybody else to have you with the Tower. He's like, she's mine. Yeah, he's like, I don't want nobody else to have you because you're mine. But he's just having a hard time expressing how he's feeling. He might even have a blocked throat chakra. Like, my throat's irritating me right now. Happens like that sometimes. And that's a sign. And look at that. And right now we're in Aquarius season coming up. And the moon today is in Aquarius. And this is what the star represents, Aquarius energy. So I feel like he wants you to be in his presence. It's like she's pouring this liquid on him, like milk, right? So like milk and honey. like abundance. It's like she is blessing him with emotions. I'm getting here because that's what I think about when I see like any kind of water or like milk. It's like signifying emotions. So I feel like your person was not feeling any kind of emotions before he met you, and that's why you broke the mold, right? Because he basically feels like you're the one that broke the mold by you making him feel again, right? Because you see how when she's pouring that on him, he just looks like he's so relieved, like, oh gosh, this feels so good. Like a soothing balm, you know what I mean? You know, like in winter when your skin gets really dry and flaky and then you finally put some lotion on, you're like, oh my god, that feels so good, right? This is the energy that your person is feeling. And they miss that, right? Even at night when they look at the stars, they like think about how you made them feel that way, and they're like, nobody's ever made me feel this way. It feels so good, right? Look at that, because you're the Queen of Pentacles. He's like bowing down at your feet. Okay, so this is your person. They're like, you're the one that broke the mold. You did it differently. I don't know how you did it. You made me feel again. You made me happy again. You made me wish for things I never knew I so long forgotten. And I'm bowing down to you. He looks up to you. And she's like feeling herself like, yeah, I know. Like, yeah, thanks. I know. She's like, I know, I'm the queen. Okay. So yeah. So happy birthday to Aquarius babies coming up. I'm actually a moon in Aquarius, so I tend to keep my emotions under wraps a lot of times. So when it comes out, it's like, oh crap. And look at that, the Eight of Pentacles is usually the energy of my mind's going blank right now. But yeah, usually it's an energy of wanting to work on something, right? And he's wanting to work up the courage to finally touch you. You know, he's longing to have you in his presence, and you're so unbothered. You're like, not, you know, you're not showing your emotions, but he's like, you see how he's touching her with the rose? Yeah, it's like he's like trying to get her attention. She's just having her coffee, like, boy, please, I'm not trying to entertain you too long. You know, I'm just doing me and taking care of me, right? And that's what they like. I feel like you went through a transformation. Maybe in the past you were very giving and like falling over yourself over him, and now you changed. Now you totally like are in your Empress energy, and you're like, no, I'm not gonna fawn over you. You're gonna be the one fawning over me, okay? That's just what I'm getting here. Okay, let's pull one more. Exactly, like 50 Shades of Grey, okay? Oh my gosh, the Five of Pentacles. Oh wow, that was embarrassing. the Five of Pentacles and the Fool, okay? So your person is tired of being left out in the cold, and they want to come back towards you, right? They're on their way to you. And there's like a couple in the background there. That could be what he's thinking about. He's like, I want to play music for you. I want to bring you flowers. I want to like make you not forget me. You know what I mean? This is a brand new beginning. It's coming. That's going from 0 to 100, right? From being left out in the cold to having a new beginning. That's as crazy as that's how it's gonna be, right? Two of Pentacles, right? It's like he's wondering, are you okay? What's going on? He's like tiptoeing, like, I don't want to rock the boat. That's basically what that is. Okay, so let's get some last messages here and we'll wrap up the reading. Look at that, Temperance. It just popped out on its own. Remember I said earlier, your person's trying to find their own balance. We saw the yin yang card. They're trying to heal their inner child wounds, the abandonment wounds that I talked about. And here it is. This is like a major arcana. This is a major change that he's going through, trying to balance out his emotions. 1 foot in the water and 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the earth, right? Trying to be balanced and grounded and emotional at the same time. So it's beautiful. Look at that, the Strength card. And we saw the Leo card earlier. Remember? And here it is. And like I said, maybe he has Leo in his chart, but he's trying to find the strength to finally open up his mouth and roar, right? Because he's been struggling talking or sending messages. He's struggling, but he's trying to find the strength to say the right words. Look at that. So he can finally move forward. Another major arcana, you guys. Wow. The yin and the yang right here at the bottom. Trying to be balanced so that he can finally move forward and not be unbalanced and unhinged, right? And we have the Six of Swords. This is about moving forward. This is basically what he's been thinking about. I know I need to make this change. I know I need to move forward. So that way he can move from the calmer waters. I mean, from the chaos to the calm. From the chaos, from the chaotic waters to calmer waters. I don't even know what I'm saying. Look at that. The Empress. Okay. This is all he keeps thinking about. He wants to move forward towards you, his Empress. And at the same time, he's keeping an eye on you on social media with the Page of Swords. So he's been a lot in his head, but he's going through some major changes. The sun was about to pop out here. Oh my God. The Four of Wands. Okay, this is the 1111 card. He wants a higher level of commitment with you, right? But he knows that he needs to level up to be at your level. Look at that. Six of Swords again. He wants to move towards this commitment with you. Okay, but he's a little bit confused. He's trying to decide, where do I start? You know, where do I need to, what do I need to choose to finally get there? And it's basically starting with his emotions, with the King of Cups here. I feel like he realizes that with the King of Cups, he's been suppressing what he's feeling, and that's why it's keeping him stuck, right? And that's why he needs temperance to temper his energy so that he can start feeling again. You guys. The High Priestess with the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this is basically him acknowledging that he needs to trust his intuition so that he can finally work together with you on this connection. But he has to feel, right? It comes down to feeling your emotions. Letting go of the burdens of not trying to feel and being too much in your head. 10 is for endings, right? So this is him trying to push on through and like get there. That's what I'm getting here. Last message here. The Emperor. The Emperor. And the Devil. Okay, at the bottom. So, wow. But look at that. The Knight of the King of Cups was below the Devil card. So, I feel like your person is battling, is battling their desire for you, the addictions, the obsessive thinking. I feel like that's why the Devil came out, because he keeps obsessively thinking about, he wants to be your equal. He wants to be your exact match. He knows he needs to level up. We saw earlier, this connection is fated. This connection involves marriage. But he said earlier he has to work on his inner wounds, right? And there's two flames there. That reminds me of twin flames. And it says here, I'm working on myself. I'm trying my best. But it all comes down to you. Only you. Okay? Only you make him feel like he's alive again. And he's hoping that you can, you know, wait for him by the time he figures it out. But if not, I feel like he is going to fight for you and become that emperor. Look at that. These accidentally flipped up. But it's going to take patience. And you guys are mirroring each other. Okay? Wow. So I hope that was helpful, you guys. I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel as well. Let me know in the comments of this video what you thought. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.